like, you can't make up things like this. Like, good morning, family. I am just out here doing chores, and boy, do I have a story for you. You know, there are so many times in our life and our journey as farmers and just as a married couple that Ryan and I say, if we had a video camera on us all the time, people would be amazed at the things that happen to us. Apparently, I locked my cat in the tack room last night as well. He doesn't care. He likes to be in there. Hi, buddy. Did you get mice? Anyways, so we traveled up to Ryan's family yesterday. They are in Ohio, which is about a little less than 3 hours. Like, we can make good time. It's about 3 hours from here. We left yesterday morning. We just did a day trip up and back. And we left yesterday morning and we got back last night. We actually got back pretty late. We got back around 11. So I get out of the car. All the kids were asleep. And I get out of the car and I'm going to go grab my boots real quick and go do chores, put everybody away and get everybody fed for the evening because we had left them all out, you know, just our normal thing. So I hear this meowing, like a kitten meowing, and a really like distressed kitten meowing, and all I could think. So we've had, okay, but back up, back up. We've had this kitten on the farm, kind of just hanging about the last maybe like week or so, and we haven't been able to catch it. We've tried, but it's just been kind of elusive. But, you know, walking around meowing, maybe like 6 week old, something along those lines. So we got this kitten and we haven't been able to catch it. So we pull in last night and I hear this kitten meowing and distressed meowing, like distressed. And I'm thinking, oh dear Lord, we ran this kitten over. It didn't get out of the way fast enough. We scared it coming up the driveway. We've like ran over its foot or its tail or something. I don't even know. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? So we're kind of frantically looking around for it, you know, under the car, and we don't see anything, and we're walking around the car and we don't see anything underneath. And all of a sudden Ryan just says, oh my gosh. And I come around to the front of the car where he is, and this kitten is in the grill of my car crying. Okay, you guys, it was in the grill of my car. We had just pulled in. This kitten was in my car yesterday morning when we left and stayed in the grill of my car on a 3-hour drive up to Ohio and sat in the grill of my car for 5 hours while we visited family and made a 3-hour drive back with us in the grill of my car. People, like, you can't make up things like this. Like, you just can't. And if we made a show that this kind of stuff happened to somebody, I'm pretty sure that people wouldn't believe it because it would just be too unbelievable. So now we have a kitten, a little tiny kitten in our house, 6, 7 weeks old maybe, in our house. Because that's what we need, is another kitten to go along with the 7 cats that we already have hanging around our house. Like, how does this stuff happen to us? Honestly. And this kind of stuff happens to us more often than I care to admit. I promise you. Anyways, so yikes. So I'm going to get chores done. I'm going to get everybody out. We're getting a little bit of a late start this morning just because, like I said, we did get home late last night. The girls slept until like 8:30. So that was kind of nice. But we did have a big old thunderstorm last night, all sorts of thunder and lightning. So I've been awake since, I don't know, maybe 4 a.m., 4:30. So that's great. I think I got like 5 hours of sleep total. Anyways, I'm going to get everybody put out, and then we're going to move pigs today. So, yeah, come along with us, and maybe something crazy will happen. I don't know. This kind of stuff just seems to happen to us without our, desire. Are you hungry? enthusiastic today, and so I felt like baking up a bunch of stuff. It's a really nice day, but I felt like turning my oven on for 6 hours. But anyways, I made some granola, I made some bagels. I've got our sandwich bread for the week. I don't make bread on a regular basis, but I do make it often. If you caught my email this week, actually, I kind of went on a tirade, if you will, about how fed up I was with kind of trying to find like whole foods. Like, I'm just so frustrated with how hard it is just to find some regular food without all the chemicals and additives and ingredients and just, I just want bread with flour and water and yeast. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult, but apparently it is. So I made a deal with myself this week that I was really going to work hard on a regular basis, making from scratch our breads and snacks and stuff like that. So I cooked up some granola. I have a loaf of bread rising, getting ready to go in the oven. I cooked up some banana muffins for breakfast or snacks for the girls. I have some raisin, like oatmeal raisin bars in the oven. I thought those would be good for kind of like a quasi dessert, but still a little bit healthy. What else do I have? Oh, I made some bagels, and I've never made bagels before. I love bagels. They're kind of my go-to for breakfast, but I'm not too happy with them. You can see they're just kind of flat. I don't know what I did. So if you have a bagel recipe, drop it in the comments and let me know so I can try it. I'm just going to keep trying, like I just Googled it, and we'll just keep trying them until I find one that I liked. Or maybe I'll try this one again and I did something wrong. I didn't let them rise. I followed the directions, but you know how that goes with things like that. So somebody's in here asking for more granola. Anyways, I also got a pork roast in the Instapot that I'm going to fry up for carnitas, and we'll just eat that throughout the week. Ryan made a tri-tip and then some ranch seasoning. That's another thing, too, is seasonings. We're having a really hard time finding seasonings without sugar in them. We used to get our seasonings from our local spice company, and we'll try and find one out here, but in the meantime, we're really struggling, so we're just making our own. So Ryan made a ranch seasoning without sugar and any other weird stuff like maltodextrin, because why does that need to be in seasonings? And I'm going to make ranch bacon chicken tonight, and so I've got some chicken thawing, and then I've got the carnitas in the Instapot that I can fry up, and then the tri-tip. So I've got a whole load of stuff. It's like 1,000,000 degrees in this kitchen because the oven's been on all day, but everything looks amazing, and I can't wait to, have it this week and just feel a lot better about what we are eating. So I'm really excited. This is going to be really great for the girls. Yogurt. Like I said, I've got the bread rising, our sandwich bread for the week. Looking good. It's about ready to go into the oven. So here's the bagels. So see how flat they are? I'm not sure why they ended up so flat. So I'm gonna keep trying this recipe. Just banana muffins. Not a fan of nuts in my muffins. And then I've got raisin in there. And like I said, some stuff in the Instapot. So this should be enough stuff to get us through the week, I'm going to imagine. And if not, I can always make up another loaf or whatever. Oh, you found some granola.
It's just Emma's. She's not eating all of it.
It's Emma's. Okay.
But it was on the table. She was not there, so.
So you're just eating her food? Okay, don't make a mess, please. They like their granola, so that's good. Anyways, thanks for following along with us today, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.